Well, first of all, I'm very happy to be with you today. It's always a pleasure to see old colleagues, old friends in one exhibition. I also hope you enjoy. Today I want to show you where our latest hardware and the software technology moves, what we are doing today and what we will do in the future, to give you some ideas where the company will develop their reality capture sensors. No. INTERGEO, it's certain time or 14 time. So. Yes. Always good, but became busy and busy. So as company is growing, more partners, more colleagues we have, more contacts we have. So it's very good to see the people, but terrible feelings because less time we have to spend with friends to discuss something. Yeah.
It's like a reunion.
Yes.
Nice. It's my fifth.
Fifth.
Yes, you're 14th. Not bad. At least we see the presentation.
Soon will be anniversary, yeah? Yeah.
On the month.
Yeah.
Actually, it's good. People are still arriving.
I have a good support team here.
You have something crazy on that presentation, like large videos, or why is it taking so long?
It's huge. Yeah, I mean, many videos, because.
Okay.
Yeah, but I hope they will manage. So anyway, what I cannot include today in the presentation, everyone is very welcome to see us on the booth on the first floor, because we have a big team for the software, for the hardware, to present it and to discuss some challenges, some issues, some questions. Yeah. Okay. Finally. Yes, sorry for delay. So let me start. So I'm 8 years in the CHC. From the beginning, when the company focused on the mobile mapping, and I think over the last 8-9 years, the company make a big technology leap in the reality capture sensors. And right now we have one of widest portfolio of different solutions, different drones, and more is coming. We now very focused on the drone industry. Then we have different cameras, each produced by own self, panoramic, oblique, ortho. We integrated in our SWAMP sensors, in our LiDARs. Then we have compact UV LiDARs, big airborne machines, and also a lot of business was done with SWAM product. SWAM industry right now growing day by day. And what I could see, CHC anymore, we cannot say it's a small company. It's one of the leader in the LiDAR reality capture business, because you see how big projects, I say we map the nations, we map the countries, the cities, like this example of digital Shanghai. Now, generally, China became digital. They are pioneering and they're leading in the mobile mapping and the 3D modeling technology. So for such example, many different sensors was used from a CHC. So I just shortly want to remind what we have. Just shortly, we will not talk about millimeters. So CHC focused for several years in our own LiDAR development, and we released very powerful, high-end, but cost-effective UAV LiDARs, which fit on our own drones, on the DJI, on any drone actually, which can carry 1.5 kilogram. From this year, we update our big airborne machines, and now they have more longer range. We talk about 2.4 kilometer range, about high penetration ability, 16 returns, about high accuracy, because from the GNSS time when we develop our first GNSS receiver, always for us the quality of product and the quality of data is very important. So this product fit on the planes and the helicopters. We have very powerful And unique concept, definitely unique, it's Alpha Uni. Uni means universal installation, because one LiDAR you can install on the car, on the backpack, on the drone, on the helicopter, on the train, on the water application, and I can continue. Yeah, just one system. It's totally flexible. You can use it on the vehicle, a single head unit, as a dual head mobile mapper with different camera option, famous Ladybug 5 Plus and Ladybug 6. And now on our booth you can see CHC also release our own panoramic sensor, because we want to have an entire ecosystem from ourselves. Yeah, so we have 48 and 72 megapixel. So totally flexible system. And we target on the high-end niche application. For example, we can combine this device with a pavement camera. We have very good partner, Detect, a company who make a very powerful software with AI-based functionality to detect all the cracks, all the road damages, to make data processing efficiency in this niche application. Also, we focus a lot on our own software for feature extraction, because less manpower work. We want to use AI technology to make a data extraction much efficiency. So we say, compared to the previous manual extraction, the four times we reduce the processing time, 4 times less needed. Also, the last year we make a big release of the RS10 SLAM handheld scanner. We could say we are the last company who brings this scanner to the market, but definitely we are one of the leaders, because half of the SLAM sales of this type of the scanners belong to the CHC from the last year. Why it became so powerful and so popular? Because we are the first who combined the professional GNSS receiver inside this SLAM scanner. So we achieve very high absolute accuracy outdoor for the topographic survey, and also you can bring this high accuracy indoor. So GNSS is powered with the SLAM algorithm, and I think we also improve all challenges of the SLAM technology, which was previously available in the market. Our scanner work in hard environment for the SLAM, like this forestry mapping. This is Hungary. Or we move to completely flat area, desert area of Saudi Arabia, of Emirates, India. We move to the tunnel application without any struggling of the SLAM algorithm, so easily you can scan 5-kilometer tunnels. We bring the our own high efficiency colorization algorithm. We call it HPC algorithm, and you see point cloud looks very realistic. So there is small mismatch between pictures and the point cloud. And all the modern functionality like meshing, you can achieve from this device, from one sensor. Then we move to Gaussian splashing technology. It's also available. Now it became more and more popular, used for the BIM application, for S-build verification. So everything available just in one device. Also, from this year, CHC spent a lot of attention, a lot of focus on our own UAV technology. It's the first step, serious step in the UAV market industry, but we will develop more solutions. So CHC X500, it's our latest drone. I will not talk too much, but what we want to bring high-end platform combined with our professional LiDAR sensor to improve the surveying efficiency, to fly longer, to fly with heavy payloads up to 5 kilograms. So big LiDAR sensor, oblique camera, you can combine together. And endurance time is also very good. So we say with our powerful A10, you have 50 minutes endurance. All modern obstacle avoidance sensor, autopilots, visual SLAM to land on the moving objects, everything available here. This platform fully developed by CHC, fully. So all components belong to ourselves. But what is next? So now I move to the software side, because from this year also company put a lot of attention. So we know our hardware works well, but we want to improve our software part. And we look on the modern challenge of the software, because from each year machine generate more and more millions. We talked previously 500,000 points per second, 1 million points per second, now 2 million points per second. How to store this data, how to distribute this data between different offices. It's good if our colleagues locate in one place, but if you locate in different cities, in different countries, in UK, in India, in France, somewhere, how to distribute this massive terabytes of data. So that's why CHC in August released already 2 software. First of all, we bring the data to the cloud processing. And cloud is not just typically to store the data. We want to improve efficiency of the processing. So CHC released CoCloud, and what is CoCloud? It's one click. Why one click? Because, like Henry Ford mentioned, always our partners, our users want faster horse. Yes, so we want to make just a one click and the data process automatically and extract everything what we want. So we try to keep this efficiency of the processing. So what was previously available on the desktop, we moved to the cloud. So the software generate point cloud, panoramic images, ortho images, Gaussian splashing, modeling technology from all our sensors and also from our partners, because we collaborate with some oblique manufacturers like Rainbow, Shear, other companies, Phase One. So all this data available in the cloud, and then in one button click, you start efficient processing. But also we raise the functionality from this data source. You can, yes, distribute the data between the offices, but also you can make a volume comparison, you can make a simple measurement, and more functionality which is available in our desktop software, we will move to the cloud. But what's important? So right now it's all our laser scanners, airborne sensors, RS10 available for the data processing in the cloud. But also we bring the new concept, because you can start the data collection in the field. Yeah, let's say today I'm in the London somewhere, I start my BIM application, I make a point cloud survey, and then immediately from the field, I can bring my data to the cloud, and the colleagues, by the internet connection, I will upload my project to the cloud. And all the colleagues who is waiting this data, they could start the data processing. So I don't need to come with device from the field to the office. Yeah, it's okay if it's several kilometers, but if you talk about different countries, different continents, yeah. So now we start to bring the data online to the cloud from all our sensors. Yeah, data transportation became, and data management became more efficient. Like you see this example. Now we talk about efficiency, because you know machines became bigger, they generate more terabytes of information. Unfortunately, hardware, working stations, laptop, they're not so fast in development. Yeah? So each company and the CHC, we want to improve the processing efficiency. Like to generate such 3D model, you should have very good configuration of your working station, very good memory, very good video drive. So now if we talk about the cloud processing and we compare processing of ground of SRAM device and the UAV data processing, you see up to 30% we improve efficiency time of the processing. So we reduce 81 minutes for the ground-based data collection, if we talk about modeling, point cloud generation, everything. And the same, we improve a lot in the UAV data collection and the processing. So cloud process became more efficient. And generally, if we will talk about subscription of this cloud, for the 5 years, it will cost you cheaper compared to the normal gaming laptop. And you see, still, you process data faster compared to the good working station. Also, I showed you before this digital Shanghai project. Yes, so China and the CHC have a very high expertise in the modeling technology. So that's why we use this 15 years of experience we put inside our software. And if you're interested in the modeling, and I will show you this combination of the modeling from the ground and the UAV, you can generate such model not just in our desktop software, but also in the cloud. And we talk about not just one local temple, one local object. We talk about big cities, big villages, yeah, about nation modeling. Also, if you're interested in the 2D, in the ortho image creation, here on the left side to you, you can see results of our software, COP3 or CoCloud processing of the ortho image. Here is one of the most famous competitor. So we also have a good expertise here. First of all, we try to make the processing faster compared to others, but also you see less distortions. For example, in this area, you see with the CHC algorithm, no distortions. It's the same data, same camera. Here you see some distortions also if we see on the quality of the tree processing, on the asphalt processing, less distortions you see in the CHC algorithms. Also, we put a lot of AI technology inside. So, for example, your data, your point cloud will be automatically classified for the different layers. And if you're interested in generation of digital elevation model, digital surface model, again, based on the AI technology efficiently, you can process such results. One more application is a volume computation. So again, based on AI will define the stockpile and calculate a volumes. Also, we support cut and fill volumes, like you can compare two epochs to make a monitoring of your volume change. Another important topic is data sharing. We don't want to move with huge SSD drives between the offices. So now with the cloud, you can easily make a different access level to your users, to your colleagues, to partners, and then distribute the data by the link. You generate the link, you copy in your messenger on email, and your colleague, your partner can open this link and see the data, operate the data, maybe modify the data if he has a permission to do this. So data distribution became much more easy and efficient. Another big release for us was a CAD-based software, the feature extraction software, CoProcess 2025. So we know there is around 1 million of users who day by day use a point cloud data to process drawings, facade drawings, horizontal drawings. So that's why we want to bring also efficient software. Now we talk about desktop, not about the cloud. We want to make efficient processing software for the point cloud, but also for more, for the mesh models, for the ortho image. So CoProcess can do all. Here we compare the engines, so we compare with very powerful software with AutoCAD. AutoCAD is great software, but when we talk about big, massive point cloud, their engine, recap engine, start to struggling with the data, So when you start to zoom in, to move, you need a time. So you see the same data amount in the CoProcess, 100 gigabytes we talk about. We can easily open with faster import, and then we don't lose any visualization, and we don't lose the productivity, because we can easily navigate in such massive data. And then again, we put a lot of AI technology. So first of all, we support around 200 symbols, different blocks, line, hatches. But also, I know different country to country, we have different national standards, how we need to set up our drawings. So then you can bring the template from AutoCAD and open the same template in the CoProcess 2025. Again, when you will export the data in AutoCAD, you will see totally same results, totally same line types, colors, layers, and all information will be the same. We are the first software, we previously talked about point cloud, but for many users, point cloud is not so obvious. I talk to many students, they don't know how to navigate in the point cloud. But the mesh is much more understandable for the users, especially for non-surveying users, for the architects, for the engineers. They see it in the real colors, they see it as a 3D model. So that's why we are the first software who provide the processing from the point cloud, from the mesh model, from ortho image. So you can start to select, for example, the polyline from the point cloud source, and you can continue to do it in the mesh modeling. Also, we put a lot of AI technology. So nowadays, everyone talk about AI, CHC, put a lot of attention for the AI. So here for efficiency of data processing, you don't need to make a polyline from corner to corner, from point to point, from object to object. You just need to select, for example, the horizontal slice, make a polygonal selection, and then it will use the best fit algorithm to put the polyline exactly on the position of your point cloud slice. So as I say, the data processing compared to previous manual operation became 3 to 4 times more efficient. Also to make a final deliverables, you need to put the measurements, you need to put the annotations. So here you don't need to select one corner, second corner to put the dimensions. You just need to select one wall or one area, and again, AI will use the best fit algorithm to put needed measurement and annotations. So CoProcess available for all kind of devices. We not just talk about the CHC product because it imports all the common point cloud formats, LAS, C57, different ortho images, but it's also the best combination for our SLAM scanner, because from one device you generate all kind of information. You generate mesh, Gaussian splashing, panoramic images, point cloud, colorized, and RGB colors. And I want to show you some final examples here, what is the future for this kind of technologies. So now, yes, the combination of CoProcess available to create different drawings, horizontal slice, vertical facade drawings, topographic plans and the road maps. But now we start to combine the data, because if you just use a drone, yeah, maybe you have a lot of distortions inside the city, inside the streets. So now you see the CHC start to integrate the algorithm to provide combined modeling from the airborne data, like this A10 scanning, and the RS10. So on the left side, you see the combination of data fusion. On the right side, you see just a UAV modeling. How this helps in reality? Let me show you one case, for example, from China, of the stadium scanning. So here we use two different products and the two different technology. We use X500 with our oblique sensor, and for the ground data collection, we use a RS10 SWAM device. For sure, airborne data acquisition is efficient. We can capture in several minutes a big area, but we cannot see details on the seats, on the corridors. 2 minutes. So here you see how combination of data fusion looks like. For the BIM application, for the emergency planning situation, you have entire information what is needed. Moving for another example, you know, we also produce the USV boards and the different single beam or multi-beam mecha sounder. So here we can combine the data from the multi-beam mecha sounder, the point cloud below the water, with the LiDAR data above the riverside or lakeside. So again, we talk about 360 data acquisition. And also next now, if we talk about machine control, we talk about excavators, graders, dozers, you know, they always need a DTM surface. And usually surveyor with the GNSS will do this DTM, update it to the machine, and then operator will know. But right now, if you have a drone, X500 with LiDAR, it will fly above the construction area, scan the surface, and the model will be updated from the cloud exactly to the machine. So then no need a manpower to collect this data on the field. That's it from my side. Thank you very much for your time, and I wish you to have a very good exhibition and a very good days. Thank you.